what we know in psychology and performance-based psychology is that you can be in one of two mindsets at any one time. You can be in a challenge state mindset or a threat state mindset. A threat state mindset is when we as humans are, a challenge state mindset. I'll start with that. A challenge state mindset is when we are aware of the consequence of what might go wrong. We are aware of challenges. We are aware of failure. We have that cortisol release to say, switch on, this is important to you or you're at risk. But we are 100% focused on the positive achievement of a task at hand. Does that make sense? So we are aware of consequence, but we are more focused on what can be achieved, on what we control, and what we want to do. That's a challenge state mindset. A threat state mindset is when we release too much cortisol in the brain. So then the physiology of that is our hand-eye coordination reduces, our heart rate increases, our fine motor skills reduce. We experience too much fight or flight, and we go into a threat state, which means now we're overly focused on the consequence of what might happen, and we're trying to avoid failure, almost eradicating any focus on what we need to do. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So let me give you a couple of examples. If in professional sport, we've coached footballers, rugby players, and golfers. If you're a golfer and you walk up on the first tee to tee off and there's water on the right-hand side, a good golfer in a challenge state mindset will be aware of the water, but they will be focused on what they control. So they will focus on their foot position, their swing. They'll look ahead where they want to hit the ball, right? And they will strike through with purpose in a challenge state. The golfer who comes up next and spots the water and says, can't go in the water, don't go right. Can't go right, I'll end up in the water. So when they're focused on not going right, guess what happens? They go right. Because when human beings are trying to not fuck up, what do we tend to do? It's like when you tell your kids, you don't do this, what do they do? You must never go in that cupboard. What do they do, right?
Thank you so much for joining us on the Business Lockdown.
Please comment, like, share and subscribe to help build our global community.
We look forward to seeing you all soon.